Good morning once again, everyone. We appreciate you taking your time out of your busy mornings, likely, to be here. My name is Arvind. I'm in charge of marketing in OneCart. But as you can see today, our topic is offline sales. No problem, how to sync walk-in sales with OneCart. So in this webinar, you'll be able to learn how you can sync your offline sales into your existing multi-channel ecosystem, so inventory stays accurate, reports stay clean, and basically reduces a lot of unneeded extra workflow in your day-to-day operations. So without further ado, I'll allow Shaz, our head of customer success, to take over and expand more on the topic.
Hey, hi, good morning. Thanks, Arvind. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking your time this morning to join me on our webinar session yet again every Thursdays at 10 a.m. So today we're speaking on a topic that it would be something that is very new. We have this feature for quite a bit, so it's usually as per request. So but we have been getting this question very frequently for the past week or so. So I thought that it would be a very impeccable time for me to actually talking about this offline sales and see how OneCart will be able to help you in your day-to-day business. Okay. So again, yeah, today's topic is about basically offline sales. No problem. Basically, OneCart is able to sync in your walk-in sales with OneCart. Similarly, like how you would do it in Shopify, OneCart is able to do it as well. So we'll do it. I'll show you how I'll show how we'll do it. We'll do it today. So how to sync walk-in sales with OneCart? So in this webinar, what you will learn today is basically how to use OneCart's manual order to log counter sales in seconds. And then with that, generally, naturally, once that is being locked in OneCart is able to keep its stocks synced across your Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, Shopify, and more. Right? Because more often than not, these offline sales are usually orders that come from other businesses, or it could be a WhatsApp order, it could be a walk-in order. So you are able to just key in this order in OneCart, and then the inventory will be deducted accordingly. Also, it's good for record purposes, like what's happening on this inventory, what the orders coming, and right now you can keep track together with your manual orders. So the third one is what you will learn is how to make sense of your manual order versus your other workarounds. Okay. So if you take a look at this, so this is the tool that we have to put for your offline sales. So basically non-platform sales. So you're able to introduce this manual order in OneCart. So if you take a look at this is how the UI looks like. Okay. And then it's very fast. It's fast-free. It's very, very straightforward. So the link could be at getOneCart.com, the normal URL to access the OneCart app. But right now you do a /orders/new. So when you have, so this link is not available in the sidebar of your menu sidebar, but have this link saved in your menu bar or your sidebar, or basically your bookmark it, right? So as and when you find this is very necessary to use it, it is already made available in OneCart. So just like a backstory why we actually had this. So we had this, again, like I can't emphasize this enough, like how OneCart grow or progress as a company is basically we grow for you and with you. So this feature was specifically requested by one of our customers, one of our users in the early days. So what happened is she has a Shopify shop. She's running a lot of her, she runs a lot of her sales in other platforms. So she just started with Shopify. So what happens in Shopify then? Or what happens then is she just started her Shopify shop. She's selling on Lazada, Shopee, etc., and all the other marketplaces. So what happens is she will have her sister coming into her the warehouse to take a bulk of her stock, and her sister will manage that stock separately. So she was struggling with having to deduct all this inventory or all this stock that her sister takes it takes it from her to sell it. So she came to us and say, "Hey Shaz, OneCart, so now every month I have this like maybe 1,000 plus worth of inventory, where my sister will take this away from me and then she will start selling on her own. So how can I put this and sync it in OneCart without making it so messy and make it more in sync?" So we had this feature for her, and then because of that, again, a lot of our other users benefit from this. And then of course, if any features that we feel that will benefit the ecosystem of OneCart, we will be more than welcome to happy to hear, and then happy to explore the ideas that you have. Okay, yeah, enough with the backstory. So yeah, so basically this is the link that you should be saving: apps.get1cart/order/new. Very straightforward. Again, they will just ask you for the order number, the order source, order date, and status of the order status of the order. Okay. So again, when to use menu order. So this menu order is perfect for in-store workcases, like I mentioned earlier. So you have this phone or WhatsApp orders that comes directly to you. So you can use OneCart to do OneCart to key in the menu order, and then offline promo events. And also, an example was the story that I just shared earlier on. If like let's say someone is managing you're selling a stock to someone, and then they're selling it for you. This is also a perfect time for you to be using this menu order to manage your inventory nicely in OneCart. So better alternative is to use Shopify POS if actively being used. And for return exchanges, you can use platform tools or notes and reports. Okay. So here, to use the manual order. So this step by step will be on the page itself. So I'm assuming some of you are already on the page while I'm talking about this. So if you see your page right now, you will see that the left hand side are the fields that you have to fill up about the order, and on the right hand side there is this step by step where they will tell you how to use that feature. So if you see there, you are supposed to add the source, data, and status for this order, like I showed earlier on. Then you're supposed to add the SKUs that were sold in your order, adjust the quantity and selling price if needed, and then you can decide whether you want the inventory to be deducted after saving. So the last point, number 4, this is where I always feel like OneCart allows you to have this the power is in your hands whether or not you want to have these inventory deducted. So it's very flexible right here, where you're able to see excuse me, you're able to check whether you want it to be deducted, or you feel like, okay, I just want to check all my all my offline orders, and then it's reflected nicely in OneCart. So of course, with no further ado, or no common questions, very sorry. So again, will this affect Shopify report? So you won't, because this is OneCart, it's under OneCart. And then can you edit orders? Not yet. All right. And then can this trigger fulfillment? Not for manual orders. Okay. So this is basically, again, it's just to keep track and then to just sync your inventory. So again, with no further ado, we'll move on to the demo part of the session. Okay. Second now. Where is mine? Okay, there we go. Okay, like I said, like I mentioned, on the left hand side, let me screen. Okay, this is my screen. So, okay, like I mentioned, on our app itself, you do not see this create manual orders on the sidebar. And then what you will need to do is to key in your browser at get1cart.com/order/new right over here, and then from here, you are able to see, like I said, on the right hand side, just like what I screenshot and shared earlier in the deck was, from here you are able to see how to use this feature. You are supposed to add the source data, status price. Again, very straightforward. Add the SKUs and then adjust the quantity or the selling price if needed, and then decide whether you want inventory to be deducted after saving. So if you see here, we're going to run through and see how this looks for you. So for example, this is a OneCart menu order, and this is the order number. Again, you don't have, it's a format that you have to choose on your own. OneCart doesn't doesn't dictate the how your format will be like. So if let's say order source is a walk-in, so the order date could be maybe today, and then just now maybe at maybe later there'll be an order at 12 a.m. Maybe later at 10:15 maybe. Okay. So now the status would be pending or completed. So I to me it's completed, or maybe it's pending because not yet, right? So now the SKUs that I want to be using is I'm gonna use a very SKUs that I always use for demo. Okay, so I would like to use this SKU. And then if you see here, if you take a look here now, you see it's coming very you will see it's getting very bit more familiar, right? Like how when you do a blog cross post, and then you will see the interface at the bottom. So maybe I have someone coming in to buy size SML, and then we see all the prices here are being pulled from your SKU itself. So you can adjust this accordingly. So if you see the prices here, basically from here, if I were to edit the price here, you will see that the prices are coming in from here, okay? So here you can adjust the unit sold per piece. So let's say I have 2 here, and then you may have 1 here, and I have 3 here, say for example. So 2 pieces of S, 1 piece of M, and 3 pieces of L. So again, your unit sold price, you can adjust this accordingly. Then you will see the line total will be adjusted accordingly as well. Okay. So now, like I said, at the bottom, you have this option whether you would like to deduct the inventory after saving this order. And you can go right here. So I would like to deduct it. So it will appear here. 1 second. So create new order. So now you will see the order has been created according to how our orders format comes in OneCart. So if you see our manage orders here for other platforms, it will look very similarly. So if you go to orders, manage orders, again, where all your orders will flow in, and then you're able to find any of your orders across all platforms that is connected in OneCart. You will see that the platform here will be written in walk-in. So it's not just walk-in, it's what's the source that you type in. So again, just to give you a better idea. So if you see the order source here, when I type in walk-in, so what your order source is will appear in your manage orders platform column. So if you put it like maybe you put promo event or booth sales maybe, excuse me. So it will appear right here on the last column on the platform. So if you click on it, and then you will see, like I said, the format is exactly like how you will generally say in OneCart. So you will see, so now you will see whether or not, now we will see whether or not it's being deducted in OneCart. So again, in the order form, you will see the label here saying that it's deducted. So now what we're expecting to see is the quantity for S will be deducted to M1 and then L3. So you go to S, you will see manual order, change quantity to 8. So it was initially 10, right? 8, and then you will see that it is being pushed then to Shopee and all of the other platforms that is connected, the listings are connected for this SKU. So again, this one is very straightforward, like how it will work for your other platforms when the order comes in. Again, remember whenever I say the logic of OneCart is how the deduction happens is when the order comes in. And then the order comes in according to the order status when the point of time when OneCart will deduct your inventory. So now that the order has been created in OneCart, so confirm it has to be deducted as well according to the logic that OneCart calls, right? So if you see here, OneCart has from quantity 40, you will see that OneCart has changed the quantity to 39 and then push to the rest of the platform. So if you just want to have to understand the raw data at the back, you can just click on the view logs and then you're able to see here and then you will see what was being keyed in during the order. So the SKU, the name of the SKU, product, the variant ID, option name, etc. Okay. So yeah, so if you want to check again for the size L, I'm very sure it'll be the same thing. OneCart is able to deduct Chinese quantity 397 and push to all the platforms accordingly. So this walk-in order or this manual order, it could be collective one. It could be like something like if you are very familiar with using Red Mart, you know they don't deduct per order. It's a collective all order at a duration maybe 12 to 3 p.m. All the orders are deducted after that, maybe at 4 o'clock. So maybe you could do something like that. Again, depends on your workflow. You're able to do this whichever suits your workflow the best. But remember that just using this interface, having to key in all this, immediately you are able to deduct it or not deduct it. So again, if you deduct, if you check on this deduct SKU inventory after saving, it will deduct and it will appear in the tracking logs as per what I've shown you earlier. Otherwise, it will just appear in your orders like this. So should you not opt for deducting inventory, so you will see that it will just be here. The orders will just be here. And then when you click on it, you will not see the label deducted because you have opted for the inventory not to be deducted after saving the order. So it will just appear in your your orders in OneCart. Okay, so this will definitely comes in useful when you do your reports. So do let me know if you do your sales history for your reports, if it's appearing. If it's not appearing, of course it is not supposed to be. It's supposed to appear. So do share with us. So again, sales history, you are supposed to have all these manual inputs that you have keyed in. Okay. Let me see. Let's go back to the interface here. So again, so like I said, very straightforward. It's very similar to Shopify create menu orders, I would say. But for OneCart, of course, when you do it OneCart, it will be able to be synced across the other platforms for inventory wise. So very useful, a very good tool for you to use if you need to use it. So yeah, I think demo wise, that's all I have to show you for this menu creation of menu orders. So if you can try at your end to just test it out. It could be a test order to see whether you want it how you want it to appear in OneCart or whether you want to deduct inventory. So again, you can deduct the inventory, maybe deduct one and then change back in OneCart and then just add one more, add one again. Okay, if you have any questions, do use the Q&A or you can use the chat in the Zoom chat to ask me questions because demo wise, this is about it for the creation of the menu or new order. Let me just see. Okay, so maybe I'll just show it to you like sales history wise. So like because all our orders will flow in together, right? So under sales history. So like I said, maybe in sales history, if you key in maybe in the month of June, and then you were to download your sales history here, it's supposed to come in with all your orders that comes in that duration, and then like I said, there's creation of this menu order, let's say walk-in or offline sales or whatever the source is, it's supposed to appear. So if does not, please let me know. Alternatively, like I said, under business analytics, if you go to overview or sales drill down, again the orders should be flowing here as well, so you're able to see list of orders on date range etc. Okay. So you see, because I have a walk-in right now, so the walk-in is created in our business analytics. So if it's not appearing at where you want it to be, do highlight it to us. I will be happy to tweak it and then tune it right correctly in OneCart again. Again, like I said, this feature is not used 100% with all the accounts with OneCart. So if you find this very useful, do use it. Any gaps, do let us know. We'll be happy to fix it right up for you. Yeah, okay, let me stop this. Yep, so with that, today is a very short and sweet demo because we are pretty much very zoom focused based on what we want to talk about for this webinar. Is basically on your offline sales. So it does vary from one account to another, like how you want to use this. But again, just remember that this tool is very useful in the sense that you can create an order and then the inventory will be able to sync across platform. So however you want to name it or the reason you are using it, it really, like I said, it really varies from one account to another. So uh, yeah, let me just see who's here today. Do you see like a new names here? Thanks for joining. I hope this is a new feature that surprise feature, I would say, that OneCart has to offer. But yeah, if you have already signed up for a trial, I'm not sure if you have, but if you already have signed up for a trial, if you have not signed up for a trial, do sign up, scan this QR code, and then you are able to speak with my wonderful colleague, Matt, who's able to assist you and see what are your requirements or your needs for your business, and then try our trial for this for 14 days and do use this new feature that I just introduced to you. Oh, hi, Arvin.
Hello. Hi, yeah, same exactly as what Shaz mentioned. So if you do have any other questions, feel free to always reach out and we can always assist in whatever way that we possibly can. Shaz is really an expert in OneCart, so she can definitely try her best to provide the assistance that you guys need. Yeah, so this is actually the last webinar they'll have for this season at least. So we will continue again in the future. So once we do, then we will definitely notify you guys as well. So we really appreciate everyone's wonderful support with all the webinars that we've had. And yeah, again, we always want to emphasize that we do leave an open door to always, do feel free to provide feedback and however we can serve you better with our system. So I think that's all for today. Thank you very much again, and we hope you all have a great Thursday today. Take care. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Ready to take your e-commerce business to the next level? With OneCart, you get effortless inventory syncing, streamlined listing management, and seamless multi-platform integration. Don't just take our word for it. Hear from our happy customers. Experience the OneCart difference and start your free trial today. Simplify your workflow, grow your business. OneCart, your all-in-one e-commerce solution.